Today we're making garlic and parmesan creamed corn. This is an upgraded version of the classic Thanksgiving side dish. It's super creamy and made with garlic, parmesan and Dijon mustard for loads of flavour. Plus it can be made several days ahead of time. Here's how we make it. So first up I've got a small white onion. I'm just going to peel the skin off and then finely dice it. Try and make the onion as fine as possible. Once we've done that, we're going to take a large saucepan, set it over a medium heat, and then add in 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil, as well as 50 grams of unsalted butter. Then we're just going to let this melt, stirring occasionally. Next we're going to add in the diced onion and a good pinch of sea salt, and then cook them, stirring frequently until they're soft and translucent. This will take between 5 and 10 minutes. Make sure to stir them frequently, as we don't want them taking on any colour. Once the onion's cooked, we're going to grate in 2 cloves of garlic and then cook for another 30 seconds. So next we're going to stir in 640 grams of sweetcorn. I used a bag of frozen sweetcorn which I defrosted, but you could use tinned or fresh instead. If you do use fresh, you'll need to cut the kernels off the cob and then cook them until they're tender. Although it is just a lot easier to use a bag of good quality frozen corn. Next we're going to add in 30 grams of plain flour and then stir so that everything's coated. This is what thickens the creamed corn. Once we've done that, we're going to pour in 750 grams of whole milk. Then turn the heat down slightly to medium-low and cook, stirring regularly until it's thick. This will take between 10 and 15 minutes. Once the creamed corn's cooked, the milk should be thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. We're also going to season it with salt and pepper at this point as well. So whilst the creamed corn's cooking away, we can grate 75 grams of parmesan and finely chop some chives. We'll be stirring the parmesan into the creamed corn so it melts, and the chives get stirred in just before serving. Just make sure to keep stirring the corn frequently. For a batch of creamed corn this size, I use 2 teaspoons of chopped chives. So after around 15 minutes, your corn should be thick and look something like this. So then we're going to add in all of the grated parmesan and a good teaspoon of Dijon mustard. This gets stirred in until the cheese has melted, and then we take the pan off the heat. So to give our creamed corn a creamier texture, we're going to be blending half of it into a coarse puree. This puree then gets stirred back into the pan of creamed corn. If you like, you don't have to puree any of it up, or you could puree the whole batch, it's up to you. I find that blending up half of it gives the best texture. And if you haven't got a jug blender, you could use a food processor or a stick blender instead. I like to keep my corn puree fairly coarse. It'll look something like this. So now we're going to stir the pureed corn back into the pan of creamed corn. Now we're going to season the corn with more salt and pepper as needed, and then stir in the chopped chives from earlier. And that's how to make a super easy batch of garlic and parmesan creamed corn. You can serve this straight away or let it cool down and store it in the fridge for up to 3 days. To reheat, warm it back up in a pan over a medium heat. You might need to add a splash of milk in just to adjust its consistency. Anyway, the full list of ingredients for this creamed corn can be found in the video description, and the full written recipe is available on my blog, saltbuttersmoke.com. There's loads of side dishes and main courses that can be served on Thanksgiving on my blog as well. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another recipe.